What will it be like to encounter negative energy or spirits? I have encountered them before, but often wonder how some of the newer researchers will do in this situation.
This room has a lot of energy.
This room apparently is where the lady was actually levitating in the middle of the room, being held by something.
Pulled towards the fireplace.
Yeah, and being pulled towards the fireplace.
Now, the people witnessed this?
Yeah, people lived here witnessed that.
A girl was laying in the bed and actually said she felt like she was being attacked, like she was being raped.
Oh.
What happened?
What
Was that?
What was that?
After all, it isn't a matter of if, but a matter of when. Paranormal endeavors does the scientific and spiritual side of investigating. It's what we revolve around. But we also go into all types of different locations. So that may mean we could come across all different types of hauntings, including the negative side, or also demonic side. As it is a little bit more rare to come across something like that, but just in case, I thought it would be nice to touch up a little bit on that side of it. I wanted to visit a friend of mine who also is a colleague in the paranormal field. She has her own group, and what she has come across before is explained as something negative. Yeah, what would you say it was that you came in contact with?
I don't know what I came in contact with. I was about 13. Went to my father's grave with some friends, and we were playing with strange stone formation on the ground. I felt afraid of my friends, took off running, and then I started having strange gaps in my memory.
Did you say your friends were afraid of you or to be around you
Yeah.
during that time period?
They said they tried to stay around for a while and hang out and stuff, but they got to the point where they couldn't come around at all.
What cemetery or where were you? Who were you visiting there?
My grandfather passed away when I was 9.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't know what it was, but the stone formation that we found inside the cemetery was unusual.
So it just classifies as negative. You don't know necessarily if it was a demonic presence?
No,
Okay.
it was violent, it was
Yeah.
negative, but I don't know if it was demonic necessarily.
All right. How long did you say that you were in your trance? A week? A month?
About a month.
A month. Okay. Yeah, because field of the study isn't all, picture perfect and angels and, it's just grandma, banging on the door. But yeah, so we're going to run into that occasionally, time to time, whether it be negative or demonic, which I think are two separate things. Classify negative, it's so broad, but it can be, you know, just an angry spirit or something like that. But when it's a demonic, it's a completely whole new, different level. So, thanks for talking to me about this, because I think it's important to know about that aspect, running into stuff like that. So, all right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Alex did pretty good in Indiana, and I really wanted him to go on this investigation because it was actually advised to me that it could be something ominous or malicious in this location. I figured it'd be a good experience for him.
Eric and Jackie told me that they're going to a paranormal convention in North Carolina, and there's going to be an investigation afterward, and it sounded really cool and something that I wanted to be a part of. But unfortunately, my job kept me from going there, so it would have been really cool to go there and see some ghosts and meet some people that have seen ghosts and just, you know, kind of see a bunch of people in the paranormal field. But I'm hoping that they bring back some really good evidence and maybe I can go next time.
Quite often in the paranormal community, there's also paranormal conventions or conferences that are all over the nation. There's one that was in Hickory, North Carolina that Jackie told me about, so I decided, okay, yeah, I'll go on this one with her. And there's also, of course, potential to do an investigation out there, so of course we jumped right to it. A long way down. Let's see.
Look at that tree.
But in a way, it wasn't just the two of us either. We also teamed up with some colleagues, fellow investigators out in the North Carolina area. They also joined us in this investigation. They actually introduced us to this house. It was a house that stood out just very much like any kind of stereotypical abandoned house that had very dramatic things happening in it. There were still items in this house from the family that lived before. Basically got up and left the house.
We're in Hickory, North Carolina at Phantom Con 2010. I was on the phone with Johnny here last week. I told Johnny I got to go to that house with the broken window. I've got a man, I've got to talk to him. I said, you've got to get me into this house. And he says, oh my God, Jackie, that's one of them we're investigating when we get down for the conference. They've had some really bizarre stuff go on in the house. Things have been thrown. This man that's in the house that I'm picking up on through a remote view absolutely dislikes women. And it freaked him out a little bit because he was, not me, he was driving by the house at the time that I was doing the remote viewing on it. So I'm really excited to be going there. I'm anxious to see what's going on. If what I saw in my vision in the remote is anywhere close to what they're describing, I think it's going to be a very eventful night. One of the things that I do is a remote viewing. I have teams from all over the world that will call me when they have an investigation, a problem that they're facing, dealing with a client, and they will ask me to look at the location, and they're not allowed to give me any information on it. And I will go in there, just a remote viewing. I will place myself in that environment. I will look at what's happening, who's there, give them some ideas on where to place their equipment.
When I first arrived at this house, it's very creepy. It just had that whole abandoned vibe going for it, but also just got the feeling somebody's watching us. We also had the oppression feeling just even standing outside. And I tried to put a lot of that aside for the time being, as we want to do a walkthrough and try to be as clear-minded as possible, to be fair on this one. Maybe do the spiritual side investigation later on.
Hi, I'm Chad Parker. This is the Brown House, what we call the Brown House. I grew up here whenever I was little. There's so much to this house I've heard, even as a little child, about things that were happening. Anyway, as I was little, I was always being watched from the attic area. Just something was watching me through the windows. I knew it. I turned around and looked. I knew something was there. Even when I was little, I didn't really believe in ghosts and stuff back then either. But I was in the hallway one time, and I was hearing them talk in the other room. I just stood in behind the door, and they were talking about how one of the people that used to live here, she was actually held down, and almost like to a point where he was trying to consummate with her. So she was held down against her will, and she was kicking and screaming the whole time, and it just wouldn't let off of her. She was actually levitating off the bed. Her husband actually woke up and looked over, and she was actually levitating, floating in midair towards like the heater. They had like a kerosene heater back then, and he actually reached out and grabbed her hand and pulled her back to bed. There's also numerous stories of people getting pulled off by the hair of their head into the floor. Carl, he was actually held down into the bed, and he couldn't get up, and he just knew that there was something was holding him down, and he said, "In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, I say, release me," and it automatically released him and let him up off the bed then. There's a lot of bad negative energy in this house. I'm not sure why.
And how many deaths that you know of, known deaths?
Well, I know that there was 2 in here from the 40 years that they lived here. There was 2. There was one of the babies that passed away from crypt death, and I think it was Carl's brother who passed away.
Look at this picture. See how, you can come in here, John. See how clear everything is. We know the curtains and everything. Clear. And I get back to it. And I've got a whole bunch more in the front of the house. All of them very clear, very defined. And I'm just standing at the bottom of the stairs shooting the pictures. Very clear, very light. I asked it cast a shadow, and it starts getting very dark. And then it goes back to light again.
This is the Brown House, located in Newton, North Carolina. I got an interview with one of the guys that gave the information about the place here, and we've called a lot of stuff on EVP and his reports here.
Yeah, you've had some
Personal experiences.
pretty, tell us some of the things that have been going on here.
We've had stuff being thrown at one of our team members as we were leaving up here one time. We've caught different things on the ghost box, actually communicating with what's here, and different pictures of shadows and different reflections and stuff in the house as well.
You want to take the lead on this one, Eric, I think, because he seems to be more kinder to men.
Yeah.
What happened in this room?
This is one of the rooms that actually reports of being like a TV room, and a guy was actually held down by force on the couch and couldn't get up, and even somebody trying to actually pull him up, they couldn't get him up off the couch. I don't really know all the story for the kitchen, but there was apparently like some pots and pans that was thrown out of the cupboards and stuff like that. But
See how? You know if they were closed?
when people living, it was regular closed and used daily, so.
Those don't open too easily either. Okay. Just wanted to check that.
We have it closed completely. And then upstairs, everybody's upstairs, and we come back down, it's been wide open. You know, we try to debunk it, and we pulled it as hard as we could over there, because when you pull it, it'll lock on the, it'll stick on the
Okay.
floor.
What this used to be?
Closet?
Closet.
Closet.
To lock your kids in.
And it's the basement?
They have got some good EVPs from the basement.
Really?
Getting that
And
cobweb
this
effect.
room
There probably is one of
The bathroom was
I
closed
just
when
moved.
those. Door just moved?
oh, that's really tight.
This room apparently is where the lady was actually
Come on in, John.
levitating in the middle of the room, being held by something.
Pulled towards the fireplace.
Yeah, and being pulled towards the fireplace.
Now, the people witnessed
Yeah,
this.
yeah, people live here witness that.
She just come up off the bed and went, they was taking her.
Code.
I don't remember what it was, but there was like four or five people that screamed and came in here.
And grabbed her and
And
shot
grabbed
her
her.
because she was going into the fireplace that was sitting right here.
Really?
Yeah.
They actually had to grab her and it still wanted to pull her that way, they said. You hear that in the bathroom?
I heard something, I didn't know where it was coming from.
Was the door open or shut?
Open.
Well, it's shut.
No, it was open.
It was open and the door is.
It was open.
Eric.
Yeah, this doesn't.
And there's no breeze coming through there.
Okay, I apologize for saying no activity in this room. Play with the door.
Once it gets nudged, it moves on its own, but it takes.
Yeah, but it was, I mean, it was
It was open like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We have it on film. Thank you. Did you like the
Heard
little
something.
move there?
I thought it was that one.
What's that smell in here?
Keep it-
Burning smell.
Jackie, this door's open again. And I pushed it shut, remember?
Yeah.
It ain't moving.
No, that was.
Well, let's venture up.
This whole house just had negativity around it. There's some areas where you just barely could stand in them. It's very uncomfortable in most of these places. So I can imagine and I can see why residences of this home just leave overnight, literally, leaving their items behind. It's possibly something inhuman in this house.
Okay, one of you going up?
Johnny?
Because I want you to come up behind Kevin.
I'm gonna stand here and watch this door.
You want me
and
to
see.
go up behind you?
Yeah, God, it's impressive up here. Okay, what happened up here, Johnny?
This is actually a girl who was laying in the bed. And actually said she felt like she was being attacked, like she was being raped.
Really?
Yeah. And when the guys or something would sleep up here in the bed, the covers would be jerked off and thrown over here.
What happened, honey? Barry?
What's that?
What was that?
I don't know, but it scared me. I was like, it's something flying.
Something came right by me out of that room and went right down through there.
Oh,
Oh,
something was just thrown.
was that light bulb?
I don't know.
We're having stuff thrown up here.
What?
Somebody just like that.
What's going on?
Careful.
Something like this right here.
Yeah, that light bulb.
Where did it
That
go?
light bulb was over here. I saw it when I came up here. That light bulb is right there, and it's over here now.
Is that what
This
the...
is what I saw right there.
That door
I was
has.
looking because I was trying to find something that just
Okay.
Are you in here now?
Last time.
Yeah.
So you open the
I think
closet?
it's in the crawl space.
Man, it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I can. That was a warning shot. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
You take it
Where's
as
the
one.
light bulb at now?
It's
Right
right there.
Right here.
Scared the shit out of me. I was watching them. I was coming down behind Eric or something, whoever I was behind.
I was looking at that when I came up too. For some reason, I was looking at that light bulb.
Really?
I'm sitting here like this, and then he said it looked like it come out of the wall right there. But it come like this. Because I caught it here, and I ducked because I didn't know what the hell it was.
Find out what was wrong.
There's a light bulb, Jackie.
Was it
I saw it
really?
when I came up because I knew, because it was right there. It's over there in front of the door now.
Where is it?
It's over there.
Over there by the door.
I was watching you jump around down there like a mad
Did you
woman.
hear that?
I just heard something go doom doom.
No, something went boom behind me in that door.
Yeah.
I shoved him out of the way. It
I just
scared
seen
me.
you and I stopped and went and was listening. I was like, ting, ting, ting.
Open that thing twice, Chad.
That was awesome, but that scared me. And then the light bulb went flying. Okay, that is just Eric.
I can't wait to get the interceptor and get some stuff.
Can
in
we
here.
can we bring the interceptor up here and drop it and run it?
Yeah.
That's fine.
That door was fun.
It was recording during all that, so that's good.
Ooh.
But I told you, Jackie, it don't like me.
I'm standing there by, and I'm not kidding. It was an aggressive knock. It was, it wasn't a knock. It was something punched
Yeah.
the wall, and it shook. You could feel the floor shake, and then I'm like shoving Barry, trying to get him out of my way because I got something right beside me. I'm like, move, move, move.
I couldn't hear it, but I know one thing. I felt whatever it was come across me.
Well, see, standing down there, I was standing there, I was just standing there in the doorway, and I felt like something came up to me, and then turned around and went towards the bathroom. And I was like, what the hell was that? And all of a sudden, Jackie comes down that way, and she's standing there, and I'm like, that door's closed again. So when she looks over there, that big thump and stuff, she's like going, ah!
Get out of
It
it.
scared me.
I was over. I didn't hear the thump the first one.
But that,
I
and
did.
then right after the thump is when the light bulb came flying across.
But have you ever felt like something been thrown and you
Yeah.
can feel it come?
by you.
Set it down and send it through. This is kind of cool. I hope he doesn't pick it up and try it.
Well, I actually prepared it for that. If it,
Okay.
I'm going to set DVR. All right. We are in. Is this technically Newton, North Carolina?
Yes.
All right, Newton, North Carolina.
Newton.
For FanCon, and this is the. What would you call this house?
The brown house.
Brown house.
The Brown House parlor.
You know, we have areas in houses that we can't get to. And so Eric came up with this idea, thinking outside the boxes, which we like. And he's got some pretty impressive, I haven't seen it work yet, so.
Yeah, I'm turning on lights so we can see it. Just the back strobe, I think, would be good enough. Otherwise, it's bright. Can you get this one?
Play with the toy. See it back toward the closet. You know, this is like deja vu. Because
saw
when
this?
he was telling me, yes,
And what happened?
it got picked up and thrown.
That's what I was thinking.
When you guys go upstairs, though, I'm gonna stay in the front two rooms.
Okay.
Because I want to see if whatever thumped could have been coming from those rooms.
And you see that light?
Yeah. What light was that?
That was the front,
Strobe?
front light, flashlight.
Why'd it come on?
Exactly.
Okay, turned on again.
This device down the hall has several lights on it. Also has a recorder that will pick up your voice. If you would like to say something to it, or turn on one of the lights on it, or show yourself on that camera. Cut them. Or show yourself on that camera. Cut them.
Did you just make a noise?
You make a noise out there? If that's you, can you do that again? I'm gonna use my full spectrum
Oh,
camera. This is new, and what it does is it picks up full spectrum of light, so UV, IR, everything, and you can see it kind of has that purple hue to it. You look at it. So I'm
have
gonna,
you seen this?
are you able to make a noise, toss something else upstairs?
Throw something, please.
Aim it up there. Aim it up there. Okay. is some of the stuff that's still in here theirs?
Yeah.
They just didn't want to come back for a while?
Yeah, pretty much. They said to heck with it.
And just left?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You say it's going in and out of focus?
Yeah.
Alright, we had a camera sitting right here.
And it kept
Like
doing
that,
that?
it kept doing that straight down that hallway. It'd go in and out, in and out. And actually, you can see the screen on his. It was a handy camera, and it would move just slightly back and forth, and he just let it sit there, and we was watching it.
Something getting you too?
Something felt like it pulled my hair. If anything's here, mess with me.
Again?
Something getting you too?
Something felt like it pulled my hair. I didn't need this right here because I felt it go up, and I was going, as it up to the chair.
It's like something's about to happen. It kind of has that building up.
Ow.
What is it?
Hold on. It's burning.
Feel like a sting or something?
I feel like scratch.
How's your arm when it happened?
Like you're burning.
Where was it? At? I mean...
I had it like that.
Okay.
So I was sitting here like this, and I moved back. So I was watching you
Yeah.
take pictures.
And that's right when before I said something's building. Alright, are you scratching people now?
Had that like that spider web feeling to it. Oh boy.
This is one of the communication devices that we can use. This is the one that just has a bunch of voices and
Yeah.
it goes through the radios.
Let me get off. Is anyone here with us right now? What do you mean no?
You need to move.
Why? I'm the devil? What they said?
What was that?
I almost heard.
Did you hear the growl?
My hand's starting to shake.
Yes.
Audio growl. Are you growling again?
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Right now.
Yeah. Then you can be closer behind her or whatever works. Alright, well thanks again for having us over tonight. It was pretty amazing. And how's the hand doing?
Lower.
Still see it a little bit too, so. Sting?
Yeah. Burns like it.
Burns?
Yeah.
Okay.
Felt like a spider web.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Well, I had this theory. When you guys were gone, nothing was going on. And so when you came back, I wanted you and Barry in the house. But I liked the light bulb.
Yeah, light bulb. And I went up there, I looked at that, and I just, for some reason, was drawn to it. And then, not even a minute later, it was done. So.
Well, we talked about that fight or flight thing. It goes bump real loud and things shake. I'm out of there.
I can see that.
You move, Barry!
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
shoving him.
May still be back here again. Seems an interesting place. We'll go over some of the audio and over 200 pictures with the Spectrum and video from the Interceptor and see what we got.
Hopefully we caught something.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
It was hot.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on that place? It seemed pretty active.
Wow.
He's throwing stuff. That's
But when Johnny and Barry came in, activities just started going crazy. And now we're monitoring them the whole time. We know where their hands are. We know where their feet are. You know, the things that were happening in no possible way. I really, really freaked out when that loud bang happened because that whole floor, literally, that whole floor shook.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a rap on a wall. That whole floor vibrated, and it scared me. I was like, get out of my way,
Senior,
Bear.
right?
Get out. I'm pushing Barry, and he's a big boy. I'm like, you get out of my way because there's something coming down that hall. I'm not going to be in the path of it. But he's so aggressive that I think I'm a little bit relieved that they're going to possibly take that building down.
Yeah.
I would like to bless him before they do that, though. I don't think that he's going to move on anytime soon. I don't think there's anything that I can do to convince him to move on. I was fascinated with the doors closing.
Yeah, that was.
You know, because that was just so evident, and we checked those doors and checked them, and
Alex missed quite a bit tonight. I'll have
yeah.
to tease him about it when we get back to Iowa.
Oh, I think one or the other of them might have freaked out a little bit with that light bulb going.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they're prepared for something
I told
like
Johnny
that.
I thought that was more of a warning shot because
Yeah.
if this guy wanted you to hit, that I got.
Yeah,
he wouldn't
he
miss.
could nail you.
So well, that was cool. Overall, I'll have to go over the stuff.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
There's a little thing about the party.
Yeah, I guess you get up here, but.
Yeah.
There's a couple of Jim's inside pizza.
Are you sitting in the wicker chair?
Oh! Did you move that?
No.
Are you sitting in the wicker chair?
Did you move that?
No.
That night was pretty well an active night, as about as every time we've been in there. As far as catching stuff on camera, I'd always like to catch more stuff on camera, but we've always had a lot of evidence on digital audio, people having different experiences with things being thrown at them, things moving, people feeling touched or something like that. The incident with Jackie on the stairway of the big thump and stuff that actually shook the house. I mean, that was pretty out there. I mean, that was something a bit more than what we've got before. Stuff being thrown at people, we had that quite a few times. So it's a pretty active night there. It's paranormal for sure. As far as being demonic or something like that, I'd say it sort of borders on a poltergeist type thing, because it actually has the ability to move and throw stuff at you, move through the house, make different sounds, different noises. We've always caught different colored orbs there that show energy. I've got like light anomalies throughout the house, but the overall, just the physical evidence, I mean, everybody has some kind of experience there. So if you run into a place, especially like this brown house, we've always tell people to use protection and stuff when they're investigating places like this. You never know what you're walking into or what you may find in certain cases, so always keep your guard up. Best hinges if you get scared or if it's too much for you, it's not a place for you to be, because there's something everywhere out here. Some places it's a little bit more than others.
Looks like I missed out on a lot of good stuff, but I don't know, maybe next time that we go somewhere, I'll get to go with them, and yeah, looks like I missed out on a lot of good things that hopefully I'll make up for in the next investigation.
Once we got back from North Carolina and we just got settled back in, I got a call from Alex and he had a proposal.
So once Eric and Jackie got back from North Carolina, I figured it was a good time to ask them about a new member. I have a friend that we go way back to high school. We went to high school together, and we shared the same interest of the paranormal. During study hall, we'd look up stories on the internet. So I figured I would go to Eric, ask him if he could meet up with Jeremiah, if they could talk, and see if he thinks that Jeremiah would be a good addition to the group.
Oh, hey, it must be Jeremiah. I'm Eric. Nice to meet you. Yep, nice to meet you. Have a seat.
My first experience would be my friend Alex. He invited me to embark on a Ouija board voyage with him and a couple of other friends. And at first I didn't really believe in it, but I thought it was really interesting. Like, I just wanted to try it out. And we were doing this, and all of a sudden a bunch of chairs and stuff, we were in this little room and I had stuff stored in there, and these chairs and these tables and stuff, like, they slammed against the wall. And so we got up and we ran out of the room. It's like, what the heck? And then we went back in there, and one of our friends was still in there, and he's like, guys, help. And we just looked at each other like, oh my God, what the heck? And we went in there, and he said he felt like he had a hand around his neck.
Well, welcome to Endeavors here. Alex has talked quite a bit about you, actually, and he recommended that I meet you and give you a chance. And we have an investigation actually coming up this next weekend, if you're free. It's in Barney, Iowa. Have you ever heard of that?
Never heard of Barney, but I'm most certainly free.
Okay.
I like to try to find the answer to stuff as it is, and when I've kind of got my feet a little wet in this stuff, I realized I want to get into this, I want to do more, I want to learn more, and I want to maybe find an answer to what's going on.
The thing that we do the most is we do the scientific part of the investigation, we do the equipment and that kind of stuff, and then if the clients want us to do the spiritual side of things, and we'll divide up the time and do the spiritual side of the investigation.
Is it common for your clients to want a spiritual perspective on what's going on?
Yeah, actually it's become more popular for that. Used to be, even before the big paranormal boom of the last decade, a lot of people didn't really want that. The house was haunted, and they didn't even really seek out any kind of assistance. They'd just be like, well, I'm crazy, or people think I'm crazy. Yeah. It's understandable.
Meeting Eric, I've really learned a lot about the paranormal things that a person can go through. And I'd like to just meet more people, and I would like to go and see what they have to say, see what kind of experiences they have, listen to their stories. I think that would help me tap into what it is exactly I'm looking for, and to find the answer I'm seeking. And I think it'd just be really interesting to run into some of these people.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.